I'm Melanie Maitrey, and I am here with Jennifer and Forrest Keaty, and we are in Burns, Oregon. So, guys, you guys have done a wonderful job.
Thank you.
What inspired you guys to do this project?
Well, I was born and raised here in Burns and didn't really ever have any plans on moving back. However, we moved back in 2003. I moved back, brought Forrest with me. Mm-hmm. And we decided to do some things here that worked out for a while, and then we ended up moving to Bend. And after commuting back and forth for a while, because I kept my practice here, we decided that if we were going to come back, it was going to be to take on a project.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and then I guess what inspired the project was my love for, lofts and Manhattan-style lofts, old buildings, all that stuff combined, and then the ability to find a unique space in Burns, Oregon, and completely renovate it together in a way that we wanted it, and then put her practice downstairs. So kind of that old-time living of live and work in the same space, mm-hmm. and then spending a lot of time in Manhattan and seeing what those beautiful old buildings and what they've done.
So what were some of your challenges?
Some of our biggest challenges initially had to do with, kind of the thing that's a challenge always. Permitting, kind of getting the county on board with like what our plan was, and then them saying, well, hang on, that, like, we don't know what to do with that because the building's old, and what are you doing and why? And so that was some of the challenge.
Yeah, just kind of dealing with local people, because it is different, and it's probably, and a lot of them thought it was weird and crazy.
And why would you do that?
There was a lot of negativity, not don't do it, but there's no way you can do that in Burns, Oregon, and why would you? And what's been fascinating is the same people that said don't do it, and then once we started the project saying you're crazy to do it, after the fact, once we got done, have actually walked people through here so they could tour it. People that they have come to town or community. Biggest cheerleaders now. Because they're like,
awesome.
Holy moly, you did it.
They did it, yeah.
And then just finding enough help to, finish the things we couldn't do. Forrest did the biggest load of the work. I mean, demoed this place. We helped, we being the boys and myself. But most of this was Forrest's vision. And it took 10 months from start to finish, which looking back, that seems like no time at all.
Yeah,
when you're right in the midst of it, it felt like it was a lot.
What do you think your project has done to Burns?
I think it's opened some people's eyes in the community. It's definitely opened our eyes. So one of the things that's been unique for us is we did this space with kind of the intent of having it as our home, and like I said, moving Jen's practice down below. And I was inspired a lot by Manhattan, and so we were taking a trip or getting ready for a trip to go to Manhattan, and we decided to put our space on Airbnb so people would come and stay with us. And from that, I've realized how many people actually travel through here from all over the world, from all kinds of different backgrounds. You kind of get in a rut, and you think that the only people that are coming through here are either locals or maybe some people from neighboring states.
Right.
And then locally, I think it's opened people's eyes to the fact that, like Jen said, you don't have to just stay status quo.
Yeah.
You don't have to let things be idle just because it's always been that way. And we have so many amazing buildings, and that's kind of the opportunity that we saw, that are just sitting idle, that can be utilized in some fashion. You just got to think outside the box.
Yeah.